Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Death of the Outsider. So, I figured it out. I decided, before going back to that room, to just go ahead and try it as though door 4 had combination locks and we just have to skip them. And indeed, that's what it was. So, the 213 part of the sequence is supposed to be on this door. This door should be the 455. And then 34 plus 55 is 89. And the next term is in the hundreds. So we only get the first character of that one. And there it is. It makes sense if you really think about it. Jindosh designed the locks to function, designed the safe, the back door into the safe, to function with all of the doors being the same. And then the cult had Michaels change their door. And she didn't know that she was interrupting the logic of the back door because obviously she didn't know about the back door. So it makes perfect sense. So let's steal everything. What do we got here? Some Tivian ore. Excerpt from Speculations on the Void by Honoria Casello. If all spirits vanish into the void upon their demise, why then are the wandering ones from folktales and legends always unhappy? Where are the tranquil and benevolent spirits? Do they not linger in the void like their darker counterparts? I think not. Those who lead virtuous lives receive the gift of oblivion upon passing. They dissolve into the void like mist, casting off the worrisome shackles of mortal identity, to become one with the foundational materials. Wicked spirits, however, earn a cruel fate. Their punishment is to wander the void for eternity, unable to return to this world and contact loved ones. They retain only memory enough to suffer. Imagine their pain, drifting through empty expanses alone for centuries. No sensation, no solace, no redemption. An unmoored spirit, gasping with regret in a sea of nothingness. Forever. Yeah, that's a hell of a punishment. Also, I do want to mention, I think it's very funny that once again it worked out that everybody, including Jindosh himself, is talking about Jindosh's incredible genius in setting up these puzzle locks. And once again, the solution was a very simple puzzle that anybody could figure out. There's an uncomplicated grace to my machines which few in the Isles appreciate. That is not to say they are simple. By the way, this is Jindosh's lockers. This is a note that he wrote. That is not to say they are simple. My clockwork soldiers are not simple, oh no. Their complexity is beyond the comprehension of the patrons who purchase them for their salons. Well beyond that of the Duke and his Grand Guard. And beyond those small-minded imbeciles at the Academy of Natural Philosophy. I am rightly praised for the intricacy of their design. But at once I recognize that they are infinitely more simple than schemers who sing praises from one side of their mouth while muttering curses with the other. No, I could never abide duplicity. Barring sabotage, my clockwork soldiers know friend from foe, and will never confuse the two. And should one of my cloying clients, having purchased one of my clockwork soldiers, try to turn against me once they have the power of my greatest creation at their disposal, they will swiftly learn what true integrity is. All of my clockwork soldiers will respond to the spoken code JIN 4690IFF and realign their allegiance with the speaker. I alone know this sequence, and it will be locked away for all time. That's why I wrote it down and then put it in a place that is far away from me. My machines will never be used against me. That is their inestimable beauty. So we can speak that into the public address speakers and have the robots turn on everybody. But obviously, we've spent a lot of effort not having to do, or trying not to do things like that. So what do we have here? Mobile mimicry. I'm assuming this will change the rate at which semblance ticks down over movement. Yeah, that's probably pretty good. I like being fast. Is there another one of these that I could maybe... Yeah, you know what? Let's drop solid landing, because solid landing actually could be a bad thing sometimes. I don't want to accidentally create a shockwave when I don't really want one. Excerpt from a work of theater banned by the Abbey on heretical grounds. Okay, I'm not reading a play. You guys saw it. You can freeze frame it. It's fine. There was a definitive moment when people stopped calling Emily Kaldwin the Child Empress. It came after an ambush by the Regenters, an extremist group who wanted to return Dunwall to the authoritarianism of the Lord Regent's time. On the way back to Dunwall Tower, Kaldwin's carriage was blocked between two gates, with her attackers firing pistols and even throwing a grenade. With the royal protector too far away to be of service, the young empress, only 14, found herself all alone in the carriage, save for her friend Alexei Mayhew. Kaldwin's supporters are lucky that Mayhew was there, as she was brave enough to grab a grenade that had landed at her feet, throwing it back at the assailants and saving the empress. When one of the men dropped from the forward gate, it was Emily Kaldwin who yanked free a short railway brace and beat the man senseless with it. With the city watch closing in, the two girls held their ground against the debris of the carriage. Until the situation was secure. It is said that Emily Kaldwin refused to have the Regenters executed for their crimes, and this is hailed by many as her first adult decision as Empress. Cited for her heroic actions, Alexei Mayhew was commissioned by the City Watch when she turned 18, and was later made captain by Emily Kaldwin herself. Well, that makes Mayhew's death at the beginning of Dishonored 2 even sadder. Excerpt from pages torn from an old diary dated 1841. She'd done up one of her bedchambers with velvet and candles. If she'd brought in a lamp, it would have looked shabby, but the candles made it eerie. I suppose that was the point. One of her servants must have set up an audiograph to play music behind a curtain, too, because I could hear muffled strings all evening. We sat around a table and held hands and chanted over the little bit of whalebone she had found. It felt stupid, really. I was hoping for more, some thunder or a witch to appear and dance on the table for us, I don't know. But I sensed a presence, some restless energy. It's hard to describe. Something was reaching out to me. Maybe it was Mother? But it was upset, angry almost. It felt like the time I got tangled in weeds at the bottom of the estate district ponds and Father had to jump in to save me. I didn't tell anyone. I know it was just a silly game, but if we can capture voices in audiograph machines or light with those new silvergraphs, then why can't we capture spirits in some kind of machine too? I should talk to Anton. Interesting. Alright, what else is there to take here? Well, that's fairly valuable. Okay. Nothing left but this. It looks so ordinary. Oh, never mind.
You and I were both abandoned to uncertain futures on dangerous streets and taken in by murderers. Dowd spared your life all those years ago, but I was taught a lesson that you still haven't learned. Some wounds stay with you, even in the void.
Give it to me. I don't have time for this.
Time repeats in the same unending patterns. 4,000 years ago, this knife cut my name away. Forgotten forever. You know what it's like to lose one name and live with another. We are all made by the things that are taken from us.
I've seen the people you've twisted with your poisonous magic. You know what I want. You know I'm coming for you.
I know more than most. I know that time is bleeding into itself around you. I know that you have felt it, and you are searching for the places where the world has broken against the void. I know that Dowd is dead where you left him on your ruined ship, and you will carry that knife with you to face me at the black center of all things.
Why are you doing this? Why are you talking to me now?
I'm here because you are different. The void has found you through the cracks in your broken life. And when you cut me out of it, what will remain? What will you leave behind when you walk away?
What does the outsider want from me? Dowd. Is he really gone? I have the knife. I need to get back to the dreadful wheel.
Yeah, I think there's definitely some things that are unclear about the outsider's motivations, as always. So hold left click in order to charge the sword with void energy, and then release it on enemies to slash them from a distance. Damage is low, but the target will be thrown in the direction of the slash. You can also use it to break objects or interact. Yeah, let's go ahead and show me something cool. Okay, so the damage is low and it stuns people. That's actually, you could run up on her and knock her out now. Ooh, also you can do that. Yeah, see, this is what I was thinking. There's some applications to this. Oh, also we can craft bone charms. It didn't say that on the it didn't say that on the screen. It was explaining our new attack. That's information that's useful. Okay, so we can craft new bone charms. We sacrifice bone charms to learn their traits, and then we can make new bone charms that have combinations of the traits we've learned, or even, I believe, one trait multiple times. I think that's something we can do. It's definitely something you can do in Dishonored 2, but I don't remember if I had to get an upgrade to make that happen, or if it was available from the beginning. So, let's see here. The problem is, you can learn, you can sacrifice black bone charms and you get whalebone from them, but you can't learn their traits. And we don't really have a lot of things we don't really have a lot of bone charms that have traits that I want, I don't think. I guess these could be useful for when I inevitably get caught. Undertaker's pretty good. Hold on, let's sacrifice Undertaker. So now we have that trait banked. The ability to move faster while carrying bodies. Slide speed is faster. Yeah, I kind of don't care about a lot of these other ones. So now... Okay, we can make this trait. And there's a chance of corruption, which will cause it to come out with a negative trait as well, like a cursed bone charm. But let's go ahead and make it. But elixirs restore slightly less health. That's actually totally fine. So, is that what here? Hardiness maybe is the one we drop. I actually like Void Conduit quite a bit. Familiar Scent is very important. Tactical Mimicry could be very useful. Agility is very, very useful. Yeah, okay, Hardiness. We'll just equip our fancy new bone charm over it. Where is it? Oh, has a separate menu for that. Okay. I probably will wake them up if I try to pick them up. Let's just leave. We'll test out our new movement speed later. So, yeah, we're done here. We stole everything. I guess let's... There's roof access, like, right up here, right? But actually, you know what? I want to go down to... Shoot, I'm trying to remember where I saw that sewer. It was definitely inside. Here, let's go to level 2. It was inside the inner atrium. There was an exit down into the sewers. We still haven't found a proper way into the black market, and I'm wondering if that sewer entrance is what I'm looking for. I just can't remember where the door was. So let's pop our spirit out here and have a look around real quick. Was it... Oh, it was... Yeah, this is where it was. It was downstairs, right? I'm pretty sure that's right. Okay, so what we actually want to do is just head down the stairs here. We're going to have to wait for him to turn around. Unfortunately. I'm kind of surprised that the mark from Foresight seems to have infinite duration. Okay, he's coming this way. It's alright, we got all the time in the world. We'll just wait for him to come over here, and then when he turns around, we'll dash downstairs and get out of here. And hopefully, going out through the sewer will allow us to get under or behind the black market in some way and come up from behind it, because I really did not see a way in out on the street where it's located. And I would hate to not rob them blind. I suppose at the very least we should head back there and buy upgrades. Even if we can't find a way in behind the door. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. So the robot got close and the wall of light started getting mad. I think he walks out a little bit and then turns to the left, doesn't he? No, never mind. Okay. Like we were never here. And when the when the bank director wakes up, she's gonna have some serious questions. Or no, it wasn't down here. Shoot. I get turned around so easily. There's definitely a place that I am envisioning that was inside the inner atrium that had an exit down into a sewer. Maybe it was on the level that robot is on, but in that little area that is to the right of where I'm facing right now. We'll try that. Because there's definitely roof access, but I would love to get under the place.
By appointment to Her Imperial Highness Emily Caldwell.
Okay. Oh. That's right, he has to come over here and stare at the wall for a moment. You know, at least when it's a robot, it doesn't feel so crazy. This is also one thing that's very common with other types of video game enemies. But here it at least feels like it makes sense. Alright, let's move fast. Ooh. Okay, I didn't wake anybody up. I bumped into that safe door, and it fell. Shoot, I don't remember where it was now. That could be really bad. Means we're going to be wandering around out here. We do have a map. Hold on, I just remembered. We have a map. Let's. So. No, it doesn't look like this map, unfortunately, has the exit on it. Alright, we'll just backtrack until we find it. That's right, it wasn't in here. This is a dead end. We'll take cover here for a moment while the machine makes its way back. Maybe it was in this room? I really cannot remember. Yeah, you know what? This seems right. Was it back here, maybe? Nope, this is just the, Well, shoot, we're about to be back in the main lobby area, and I cannot figure out where the door that I am thinking of is. Alright, well. Oh, no, this is it. This is the door I was thinking of. Yep, okay, good. Hey, we're out, and we didn't set off more than a few major alarms. But then we cheated and time traveled. How much plot can really be left, I wonder? I know that it's not supposed to be a terribly long game. I suppose we do have to, we have to get into the void using the void entrance that we read about in Dolores Michaels' diary. So that's something. We have to get over there yet.
Place will be a mess when they find out what I've done. But until then, nothing but quiet.
Okay. It makes me a little nervous when I don't have my sword out. I guess the idea is we jump in this, hit the button and then jump in the dumpster. Oh, nope. They just follow right behind it. And then get stuck on it. Okay, here we go. Oh, I know where we are. Is the area outside the bank still completely eerily devoid of guards? Yeah. They never did find their way back. Nope, never mind, dog. Oh, I'm far enough away now that I don't think that, Well, I don't see anybody else. Oh no, there's a guy. Dog seems to have lost sight of me. Huh. Okay, so we haven't found a way into the black market. But let's at least go back there, like I said, and buy a bunch more upgrades. Who knows when we'll be able to see another one. So is there nobody else? Here, let's foresight real quick. People are way easier to see in foresight mode. No. Looks like there's nobody else on the street. Weird. This place is very eerie, and I will be glad to be done with it.
Always a pleasure to serve you. You're armed with
Yeah,
teeth.
I'd be really polite to somebody whose arm looked like that too.
An excellent choice.
This person knows some things that you do not know. Alright, so we can equip a lot of bone charms now. We can reduce the noise produced by hyperbaric grenades. Yeah, sure. Longer hook reach seems good.
You'll be satisfied with your purchase.
I'm going to try not to use any spring razors, so let's not worry about those upgrades, but we'll get this. Alright, I think we have all of the stuff that is really important. Let's upgrade our capacity to hold shock darts and stuff. I don't know if grenade storage capacity works on our or our hyperbaric grenades as well. It probably does. It's kind of vague. And sure, another level of zoom. Seems fine. Okay. Made good use of that money. I guess there almost has to be another black market in the next area, right? Because otherwise what would we use all the coin from the area, from the contracts in this area on?
I hope you'll think of me again.
Oh, I forgot about buying the bone charms and stuff. Well... Oh, hold on. Now that we have...
I changed the security system. Don't worry. Everything's perfectly safe and under control now.
Yeah, good. Now that we have the ability to interact with objects at a distance, maybe we can get in. Let's just look around here and see if there's anything... I don't see a button or anything. I don't see anything for us to interact with. Oh yeah, hey guys, how you doing? I forgot about you. Oh wow, we are really fast while carrying a body now. I think, hold on. I think we might be slightly faster while carrying a body than we are without one. Yes, we definitely are, in fact. That's cool. It's very silly, but it's cool. So... Oh, hello.
People
What's
are
that?
offering rewards for all kind of jobs. On the board over here. You look like the kind who be interested.
There's like a... I'm pretty sure you can't just... Yeah. I'm going to mark her, actually. Because I want to use her as a landmark. But I think if you can see, there's a grate over there that might be interesting. Let's see if we can find our way up to that.
What would Karnaca become without its black market? Even districts like Upper Syria.
Huh. Is the lady from the black market trying to walk out to here? Because that's one of those next waypoint markers. Weird. Alright, so... maybe via the sewers underneath the auction? Just trying to think here. How could we get down underneath where we are now? I feel like we've been fairly thorough with this area, but part of that thoroughness was during the last mission. Things were a little bit different then. Oh, the access wrench. That's right. We couldn't get through this door before. Aha. So yeah, you have to get this on your way back, and you have to have grabbed the access wrench. Okay. Well... did I hit the door? No, I did not hit the door. Can I hit the door? Can I hit the button with like a bolt, maybe? Aha!
Help me! Someone! Anyone!
I'll save you!
Someone
Okay. Good, I'm glad I went back and investigated this. Here, just take a nap. Okay, so open these shutters. Is there anything else here worth stealing? I'm at full health. Here's a little bit of money. Okay.
Good. The poppy tincture is mine. I'm sure I can make up the loss at the bank.
Oops. Damn it, I was trying to pick up these things here. Okay. So, we have some spare poppy tincture. This is just ours now. We'll hold on to this for later. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Oh yeah, that's the reason I actually went to this menu. I was going to look at our new bone charms, because we have some slots. So, what's new? We got Fleet Fighter there. Movement is not slowed when your weapons are unsheathed. Okay. The effect of having our weapons out is so small that I didn't realize there was an effect. So that's probably not a big deal, but... what else might be interesting? Are any of these worth crafting into something now? Probably not. Healthy appetite wouldn't be terrible, I guess. We could make like a really big healthy appetite charm. We also picked up another thing or two here. Voltaic shots inflict more damage, but the bolts always break. Sometimes you can recover your bolts normally. You take less damage from falling. I do sometimes fall. You are louder when making noise and more visible when leaning. I don't think I like that enough to... I do like the positive effect of this charm, but... so let's... I guess re-equip hardiness, and then I'm going to make a healthy appetite charm. So let's craft that up. Because we have quite a bit of whalebone, right? Yeah, we have 21 still. So you're only allowed to have each effect on you 4 times, so you can craft your charms however you like, but once you've got 4 of an effect on you, you can't build any more of it. You sometimes drop your grenades at your feet. Ooh. I'm not sure that is worth equipping, actually. We get back 5 of the whalebone that we used. Yeah, let's sacrifice that. So it costs 6 to make one of these. So it actually is, it's fairly cheap to recycle them. We'll try this again. It's not a big deal, and it's a thing that you could just unequip the charm before throwing a grenade or something, but I will not remember to do that. Move slightly slower while carrying a body. Yeah, that's more than offset by our other charm. That will be fine. Okay. Alright, well, I think we have been pretty thorough with this mission. Let's get out of here. What's the best way back to the ship from here? Oh, that's right. We can use this this skiff. Okay, so I was credited with 3 kills. I do not necessarily agree that I performed 3 kills, but I did cause a person or 2 to die. We missed 3 bone charms, so we didn't miss any paintings. Also, there's a huge amount of money on that level. I don't know how we missed over 2,000 coins. Oh. I forgot about that. Yeah, and I screwed this up, but whatever. We're good. We're good. We already bought all the upgrades we'll need, and we have some extra cash on hand, even beyond that. So we're headed to the Royal Conservatory. Yeah, that's right. We need their documents. The fact that we know a void entrance exists is not enough to actually get us there. Okay, well, I remember this area from the main game. I will say I'm a little bit surprised by how small this game feels geographically compared to Knife of Dunwall, which took you to a bunch of new areas. Maybe I'm remembering it as grander than it was, because it has been quite a while.
I watched the fires burn all night. Smoke blocking out the stars. Water hissing as the hull of my old ship blackened around his body. Dowd, gone at last. How many tried to kill you and came no closer than I did all those years ago? How much coin was on your head, old man? Now no one but the Void can collect. For years, I imagined the outsider offering me his mark. Instead, he's given me the knife that made him. A weapon that can surely unmake him as well. I can't begin to understand his motives, but I know what Dowd wanted. And if he's got to wander the void forever, maybe I can give him some measure of peace by ending this. As the dreadful whale burned to cinders, did the outsider laugh or just watch? Same as me. It's as fine a pyre as I could make. Farewell, Dowd. I'll finish what you started. I had that ship for years, and it burned away in hours. Dowd is dead, and Megan Foster died with him. One of the Eyeless, a painter and pharmacist, stole information about how to enter the Void. His name was Cienfuegos, and he was obsessed, just like the rest of them. But he went too far. Before the Eyeless killed him, he sent what he'd stolen to the curator of the Royal Conservatory. Maybe she could have helped him. He never found that out. The curator is gone, but whatever Cienfuegos sent her is still there. The Abbey of the Everyman has taken over. They've sent overseers and oracular sisters to search the place for heresy. I need to find whatever's left of the pharmacist's archive before they tear the conservatory apart.
I'm like pretty surprised that she burned that ship, and also kind of surprised that it burned, because, like, wasn't a lot of it metal? Sleeping in abandoned houses and sharing beds with rats and lice brings back bad memories, that's for sure. I keep the rat charm near when I try to rest now. I hold it in my living hand. But she only came once. She only came last night. She smiled, that teasing smile that wrinkled her nose, that smile that always told me she had a secret to share. When she leaned to whisper in my ear again, I held my breath to hear. And I heard her this time, clear and sweet. She said my name, Billie Lurk, soft on her tongue just like it always was. My old self. My new self, too. I woke up with a start, aching all over. Her charm of hair and bone clutched my chest. I don't know what any of that meant. I don't know what she wants from me. But I know all I'll find in the void is more secrets. Yeah, I'm not convinced that this is going to end particularly well for us. But if we can do away with the outsider, we can probably save a whole lot of other people. A whole lot of, oh, this is how I leave, okay. A whole lot of heartache. And murder, and being murdered. We can save them that, too. Can I take this with me? Never mind, this is not a useful
The
map.
information I need could be in the archives down in the conservatory basement, or in the curator's office. It'll be full of Abbey zealots either way.
Yeah, there's certainly enough heresy in there to keep them busy for a long time. No more liquor. No more listening to Dowd muttering in his sleep. I held the rat charm, hoping to see Deirdre's face again. But now I hope last night was the last time. When she came to me, she smiled, and I knew she had something to share again. First, she kissed my lifeless eye, then held up what she'd been hiding behind her back. It was Dowd's hand, cut off at the wrist and all carved up with the outsider's mark. I watched as she bent her head and kissed its cold flesh too, all the while whispering that language I only heard in the void. Then she dropped the dead hand, and it sank into the black and disappeared. Did the outsider show me this? Is he using Deirdre's face, her hands, her hair, things I'd never share, things I keep close to my heart? If that's true, I don't know why, and I don't know what it means for the old man. I don't think he's found any rest, even now. Yeah, I don't know why anything, man. This whole deal is very cryptic. Oh, hey. My picture is much less screwed up than it was. Also, have I crudely sketched a clockwork soldier here, or what is going on? Alright, let's...
Fine day's work, brother. We need only record the heretical text we burned today, and our task is complete. Now, where's that ledger?
Here, on the bench. But don't worry. I already noted all of the burned books. We should see if Sister Rosewood needs a hand, though. She discovered
There's
some
nothing I
troubling
can save
items
from
in
that
the
fire.
curator's office.
It's all ashes.
What now?
I need to check that ledger and see if what I want is still here.
Bizarre cures for impotence? I tell you, I've seen enough take-one mandrake root recipes to last a lifetime.
No, this...
You know what? I don't think I'm going to be able to reach this. We'll put it right on the edge, make it a climbing mark.
Sister Rosewood
Yeah.
saw the archive's hiding place in a vision. She seemed deeply disturbed by what was in it, from what Brother Diaz told me. He heard her whisper, "This will
Okay.
destroy the Abbey."
What? Stop this talk. It is nearing blasphemy.
You know, it's just a list that I need to look at. Can I just foresight it? No, I can mark it. Can't read in the spirit realm here. How am I going to do this? If I can drop down and snatch it, and then just bail over that wall, I should be okay. There's nobody down there, right?
Ever vigilant against the outsider.
Oh,
He knows my heart.
just walking around on a valuable copper wire here. Alright, let's wait for this guy to move, and then I'm going to go for it. Right now, he can definitely see it from where he is. Actually, this guy... Well, alright, he's walking away. I was going to say, that guy also probably can see it.
For even the lowliest labor that is rigorous squeezes the muscles as a sponge, rinsing impurities from the mind and
Oh,
body.
that was really loud. Okay. This is the complete listing of heretical items that have been submitted to thorough examination during the month of rain. We're going to have to, after I finish reading this, bail out of here in a real hurry, because that guy's in mid-sword swing. Still under investigation. Curator's office papers, silvergraphs, notes, letters. Note, the location of these new documents was revealed to the oracular order in a vision. The archive has been confiscated by Sister Rosewyn. She will personally examine it for potential heretical properties and communicate her findings directly to roving Vice Overseer Cardoza. Heretical contraption, lenses, desecrated caskets, wires, devices. We dismantled and sent to the Abbey. Burned or shipped to the Abbey. 43 crates of books and spells and stuff. Burned. 17 crates of vials and whatever. 10 crates of human hair? Animal bones, maybe? Yeah. This place was a real mess last time we were here.
Sister Rosewyn is keeping documents in the curator's office. I need to find them.
Do I think I'm going to be able to reach that? I might be able to foresight up to there and drop a marker. No, it's really hard to get up. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on. I saw it for a second. I'm holding the go up button as hard as I can. Yeah. Well, somehow I managed to lose them. I still kind of remember this map. Well, we'll drop down over here and go this way. There's a bone charm nearby with all those Abbey dudes around? Oh, and a whole bunch of flatbread. Delicious flatbread. Just laying out in the open on a street. Trying to climb up on this. That apparently is not going to be allowed. Alright, let's take a quick look around for that bone charm. Said bone charm nearby. Ah. Okay. I'm sure I can get up there. Ow. Hit my face on the awning there a little bit. The bone charm's inside the building, probably? Yeah, I can hear it to my right.
Open up! We know you're in there. Surrender and we won't harm you for entering a quarantined area.
We'll just deliver you to the void.
Open the door! Open the cursed door!
Calm yourself. You can't stay in there forever.
Okay, well.
A last warning.
Dear Lonnie, I've been thinking about the last time we talked. You said you're torn up inside, that you can't offer Courtney a decent proposal with no ring. Well, my boss had to leave a stash of jewelry behind in her apartment when they put Syria Gardens under quarantine. If I recall right, there's a ring in there you might use for a proposal. It'll do until you find a nicer one, anyway. Consider it my wedding gift to you two. Well, this is very sad to find.
Open up or we blow the damn door open!
Uh-oh.
Stay here, brother, while I search the back room. If he
I think I
runs,
need to not be
block
here
his
anymore.
escape. We saw you skulk into this place. We will
Phooey.
find you.
We know
Phooey, phooey, phooey. Okay,
what
hold
we're
up.
doing.
Hold up. 3 of them? Okay.
Reveal yourself, criminal.
I will not.
No. Dead.
Can I
We'll need to write a
semblance?
report for Brother Cardoza. At least we found him before he began to smell.
Yeah. They'll probably just leave, actually, now that they've found him dead, right? There's no reason for them to stay here. I guess that guy's writing his report right now. That's somewhat inconvenient. Shoot. Well, I don't think semblance is going to do the job, because I think it'll take his face. But I'll just look like him without his mask on. And who knows if these guys even know what that looks like. Okay, I dropped him in a hell of a position there. This is not ideal. Am I going to be able to maybe get to the other side of that guy and just...
A stream of
You know what? We can use foresight to do this with a little bit more precision.
Wounds of lies come back as the voice of the outsider.
I can just get a little bit of vision of it every now and then. There we go. Okay. Okay. I probably didn't need to choke that one guy out. I suppose I actually should go out this way. Alright, I don't think I'm going to be able to stand on that. That, however... Alright. We have to actually get inside the conservatory at some point. Cancel. Actually, that's not quite on there, is it? There we go. I can't get close enough. I can't quite place it over there either. Shoot. I think that's me doing that. I definitely wasn't moving, but let's get back over here. I think we're just gonna have to drop down to the ground for a little while. As much as I always hate doing that. Okay, there's probably not anything back here, but we may as well check. Well, I certainly don't need these jelly deals. Alright, so how are we going to get into the conservatory? It doesn't seem like I should know that there's a black market over here. I certainly haven't seen any indication of that. But I guess Billie's been in the area for a while. I suppose she would have some idea where these things are. Alright, so there's no dudes over here. There's a dude right there. I kind of can't believe that there would be a black market operating this close to the Overseers. Like, I would have bailed out if I were them. With such obvious graffiti, visible almost from the street. Well, the good news is the person running this black market probably isn't that bright. The bad news is... they're either crazy or incredibly badass or something if they're staying open. Excuse me.
Oh, you made me jump. It's been a long time since anyone came in through that door.
Alright, let's see what's available.
You're on to the
I assume no new upgrades, probably? Yeah, we've got all the important ones. Let's see what you have available. I will, of course, try to rob the place first, but...
Don't see many customers coming in from that district anymore. I hope the
If an enemy is vulnerable or near death, Void Strike will render them unconscious. That is something I really want. Get an extra target marker when using Displace and Foresight. That's interesting. Targets marked with Foresight have reduced health. But you can only mark one target. Okay.
Check back later then.
I don't know what I'm even going to use money for if I rob this place, but I'm going to try to rob them because it's what I do. Interesting. The reward for this one's a black bone charm. I have good reason to believe that the Abbey of the Everyman is committing unspeakable crimes within the Royal Conservatory. If you're as fond of them as I am, kill every last blind seer and overseer except for Brother Cardoza. Leave him in one of his musical chairs, and I'll deal with him myself. That's interesting. Let's try to find out if this is true about the unspeakable crimes, and if it is, you know what? Maybe we'll change things up a little bit. Sister Rosewind keeps a detailed record of her prophetic visions. Rumor has it she knows every secret in the Isles. Murder, treason, love affairs. That kind of information could turn me into a very powerful lady. I'll give all my bone charms to whoever manages to infiltrate the Royal Conservatory and steal that book. These all give bone charms as a reward, because there's not going to be any use for money on the next mission, probably. Alright. I abandoned my apartment last night because of the Abbey's wretched quarantine. In my haste, I left a precious relic behind. But I doubt anyone has seized it, considering how well protected it is. In fact, I'm offering good coin to anyone who is clever enough to bypass the defenses and live to tell the tale. Except not good coin, but actually a bone charm. Okay.
The conservatory visitors used to be my best customers. Such exotic items they asked for. Now it's all weapons and trinkets.
Yeah, sorry, I'm also only interested in weapons and trinkets, unfortunately. How do I think I would get back there? Okay, that's interesting.
You drive a hard bargain. I best be on my guard.
Yeah, you don't know the half of it yet, lady. Alright, let's see if we can find a way around, just because I really am very curious. So there's no... Yeah, there's no way out of here. Okay.
Welcome back. Take a look around.
Alright, let's head outside and see if we can find a way up into the back of the building. I feel a little bit less bad about screwing up some of our contracts so far, now that I know that there's no way to spend the amount of money that you would get from doing all of the contracts successfully. That's nice. It kind of gives you some room for error.
Is there?
The streets are closed on Abbey orders.
Okay. This is probably not a big deal. We can handle this. Just gotta get this dude out of the open. Okay, yeah. And honestly, doing that is probably going to make it a little bit easier for me to look for the thing I'm trying to find. Alright, so where can we find an exit?
I think I just saw something.
Who was that who thinks they saw something? There's a guy over here. Ah, maybe you? It looks like we might want to deal with this guy anyway, given his position. Ah, but he's not going to come check it out because he's posted guard duty. Alright, we need to get up there. Oh.
Is someone there?
No.
What the? Stop!
Ah. Come on, come on, come on. It's possible nobody heard that. We dealt with him pretty quickly. Yeah, alright. Not totally ideal, but again, maybe useful, because that guy was guarding an entrance to the conservatory that we may want to use. Oh, I should have void striked him. We could have hit him with the void strike and then potentially knocked him out that way. Okay, here we go. Wow, that's a lot of fresh food. Whoever's living here is doing alright by themselves. Is this the black market lady's apartment? Hey guys.
Goods together now, filled with many things. White, metal, red oil tasting like the sea. We slip in and out the old way, pressed close to wood and stone.
You guys are always helpful.
That's what I want.
Alright, so we will, obviously foresight through here, and I imagine drop a marker, yep, in here, and then we can, utilize it from the lobby of the black market. Okay. And I'm going to be really careful. Try very hard not to accidentally telefrag this poor woman. I just want to rob her. Come on. It's sometimes tricky to get yourself to drop off of things without going like way too far to the side. Alright. Well, this is probably the last time we'll get to do this. Wait, where's my marker? That's the gate. It should be right there. Do they fade over time? I guess I've never tried to keep one around for very long. Did it not actually place? It might be a time issue. Alright, I can definitely do this faster. Oh, because I used displace. I destroyed the marker by using displace on the way into the building. I'm just so used to using it to get around everywhere.
Like you drive a hard bargain. I best be on my guard.
You have no idea, lady. Okay, I think if we let her come all the way to the counter... Yeah. What on earth? Damn it.
Nothing that tickles your fancy?
Despite the fact that I'm pretty sure there was a trail leading from my hand to the marker indicating that I could use it, it just created a new marker on top of me, in front of me, in a way that's not helpful at all. This is turning out to be much more difficult than I was expecting. Alright, last try. This time it's actually going to work. I'll tell you what, this lady has, she's got it figured out a little bit, at least. She's discovered that the best way to keep yourself safe is to only have incompetent foes. Ow. Whatever, it's fine. I probably shouldn't have used an elixir, given that I know where there's a bunch of food. Whatever, it's not like it's hard to find elixir. Okay. I have the trail. I can definitely do this.
What the?
There we go. Alright, just calm down. Everything's fine. Oh wow, food really restores a lot of health now. Oh, she got the key. Alright, let's go through here and grab a little bit of food. Yeah, geez. That's a pretty okay charm. Alright, got some health elixir. Oh, she's got a pistol under the desk. Smart lady. She just didn't quite know what she had to be concerned about. There are more things in this world than she was prepared for. Wasn't there... I can see it, but I can't seem to... There we go. Interesting that it just took the smuggler's passageway thing into my inventory and didn't actually let me see it. Huh. And in fact, it hasn't, it has not made it into my items at all. What was it? Smugglers have previously been able to infiltrate the Royal Conservatory without being noticed. There are passageways through the sewers to the right of the main entrance. Okay, that's all that was. It's just a mission clue. Okay. Let's see what else. Listen, lady, I'm out here trying to save the world. You're just gonna have to contribute. Wow, she's a lot of hook mines. Well, I think we've pretty conclusively answered the question of whether or not upgrading grenade storage also upgrades hyperbaric grenade storage. Oh wait, we didn't look at her desk. Okay, there's nothing over here. Alright, good stuff. Good enough, anyway. So, let's fix up our bone charms now. So, I really don't need hardiness. And we picked up an interesting bone charm, didn't we? I thought one of them was something that I actually wanted. But now I don't remember what it was. Gain an extra target marker when using Displace and Foresight is interesting, I suppose. What was the other one? Recover from falls slightly quicker is okay, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, Third Eye is fine. Oh, this is it. Lasting Strike. Yeah, I wanted to be able to render people unconscious with Void Strike. This is another way of getting myself out of combat non-lethally. Well, if you find your way up into the black market, you get this little secret path for free, basically. I hear this sound. I think it might be on... The bone charm might be on the other side of the wall. Yeah, it is. Along with that guy. Locked from the inside. I bet they all are. But one of them somewhere will be open.
How did she manage to get through the vent system?
I don't know, but I saw her crawl out of that open hatch in the courtyard. I believe there is now only one witch left alive in the cellar holding chamber.
Our therapy has thinned their numbers. Have you searched this one's corpse?
Not yet. Brother Cardoza will want to examine it personally. Her death will serve the Abbey better than her wicked life ever could.
Very true, brother. We must send someone to inspect that vent. We don't want another desperate rat creeping through the pipes.
Okay. I guess we're looking for a vent. But I just realized what time it is, so unfortunately that's going to have to be it for us for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series as much as I'm enjoying making it. Come back next time, and we are going to steal everything that's not nailed down in this conservatory. And we'll see you then.